Hello, hello, TGIF. Kiwi, welcome in. So good to see ya. Happy Friday, everyone. Happy Juneteenth to my fellow African Americans. Happy Friday. We have made it to the weekend. How you doing, Kiwi? I hope you've had a good week. I know I've had a good week. Got a lot done. It's been nice and quiet. Had a lot of fun. I'm glad you're doing well. I'm looking at my levels, and it doesn't look like you all are picking up too much background noise from the fans that I have going. So that is good. That is what we want. There will be no camera today because I am streaming from a different setup, so I don't have my camera available to be on the screen, but that's okay. I am here anyway, even without my camera. I'm doing good. I'm doing good. Looking forward to my partner coming back home this weekend. He's been away for the past 2 weeks. Went out of town to visit family. And it'll be nice to have him come back home so that I can harass him with impunity. Not sure if he's coming back tomorrow or Sunday, but he'll figure that out and he'll let me know. But yeah, I've been having a good week, getting a lot of stuff done that I've needed to get done for myself. And it's so funny that today, like Friday, is my usual stream day. And I was just stretched out on my yoga mat, enjoying the breeze from the fans and the windows open, and there's actually a good breeze, and just relaxing and enjoying the peace and quiet. And I checked my phone and realized it was almost 6 o'clock. And usually I like to start streaming at 5, so I'm a little late, but I'm still here. That's what matters. For those of you who may be new, my name is Lotus. Welcome in. I'm so glad that you could make it. I primarily stream The Sims 4, and I've added Stardew to that, like about maybe a month, maybe 2 months ago at this point. So I primarily stream The Sims 4 and Stardew. And today I'll be playing The Sims 4. I'm actually renovating. Well, almost done renovating. Actually, I think I'm pretty much done. There's a lot more that I can do to this room, but I don't want to spend too much time on it. I'm playing in my Clark Spellcasters save. I was playing in this save on Wednesday when I streamed. So I'm playing in this save again today, and right now I'm in a different household. I actually wandered in here because I realized the child that lives in this household is not going to be a young adult when her parents die. Her parents are elders. Her mom actually has 15 days left, but her dad has 51 days left. She has 51 days left as a child. Now, teens are able to live on their own in The Sims 4, but children are not. The way I have MC Command Center set up is if there's anyone younger than a teen in the household, when all of the Sims who are a teen and older have died or have moved out, that child is adopted by some other family in the game. And I could, go ahead and find them and move them. I could find what household they're in and move them from that household into another household. But ever since Life and Death came out, now we have the ability to have a will. And you can actually determine what household the children are going to go to. once everyone else in the household who's 18 and up has died. So I came into this household to play it for a while. First of all, to get their money up. And well, first of all, to make sure that the kid gets sent to a relative's house when both of her parents die. And second of all, now that I'm in here, I'm like, y'all need to get your money up because you can't afford to live here. So I'm just finishing up making some renovations. She didn't have the little girl didn't have her own bedroom. So I did that, added a burglar alarm, did a little bit of renovating in the kitchen, but I want to play them for a while just because I can. This is Emily. Emily, you're hungry, sweetheart. You need to get something to eat. Yes, that's a very good idea. Get yourself some animal crackers. Emily is a child. Like I said, she has 51 reservation. I know, right? I'd like a reservation on a flight to the Caribbean. Preferably first class. So Emily is, I know Jennifer, right? Yeah. So Emily has 51 days left as a child. Actually, do you have a homework book? You don't. Let's take care of that. And I don't think she's a spellcaster, but she does have a very strong bloodline. So she just might go to the magical realm and become a spellcaster once she becomes a teen. Unless one of her cousins who can actually make her a spellcaster gives her that, I think it's the right of ascension, and that's what makes them spellcasters. I've taken care of her. She's got a proper bedroom now. I've actually got to assign her bed. So let's assign this to Emily so that she has a bed. And she is meeting her other cousins in Gen 5. This is Camilla Clark Lynn. Technically, she's not a cousin. She's actually a Clark Sim who is reincarnated, who is a teen. You know what? Let me control Camilla for a while. Actually, I don't have to shift click on her to do that. Let's go into Action Sim Control Hub. I'm just I'm just loving this sim control mod. That I can temporarily control Sims who are not part of the current household. So that's what I'm doing with Camilla Clark right now. Camilla Clark Lynn. Camilla Clark, I made that as her full first name because apparently when I had her reborn, I just had Camilla as her first name and Clark as her last name, like before. But it's kind of confusing because Xavier, who is Emily's dad, Xavier is actually a Clark. And his mother's name, his grandmother's name, was Camilla. And this is listing her as alive, which I don't even know how that's possible because everyone in her generation and all of her children are dead. Oh, I don't know how Camilla is still alive. Can I even summon her? I tried summoning her and Camilla Clark Lynn appeared. So let's see. Summon. Just all things. Let's see if we can find. I don't even know who that is. That's a ghost that doesn't even have a name, which means I can delete them if I wanted to. Camilla Clark Lynn, that's the. Oh, she's a spellcaster. Okay. Oh, right. Well, his grandmother was a spellcaster. All right, let's scroll down and see if there's another Camilla Clark in here who is alive. Camilla Clark. Can we have the thumbnail, please? You know what? I don't have to wait. Okay, error log. Not found. Okay. So she's not found, but she's listed as alive. That is weird. Let's try this again. List all Sims. Caroline, Carmen, Camille, Camilla Clark. I think I'll wait for the thumbnail to come up. Oh, we've got ads coming up in 20 seconds. Which we doing the most. Sit tight. I'll see you on the other side of the ads. And hopefully it won't be long because I just got started streaming. Okay, you're gonna put up a thumbnail for Camilla Clark? No, apparently she's there, but she's not there. Okay, well, we will just chalk that up to Sims 4 weirdness. And I've had Xavier create his will so that when he dies, Emily will go to one of her cousin's house. I've also assigned the beds. This is the first time I have played this household, I'm guessing. Does Camilla Clark like Spirited Sims? Sure, she can like Spirited Sims. Okay, Emily, I'm trying to have you get to know your cousins in Gen 5. So that would not be Camilla Clark Lynn. Technically, she's not a relative. And Emily and Carrie can definitely be a jokester. Come talk to Briella. I was playing Briella's family. I think I was playing Briella's family, if not Wednesday when I streamed. I may have been playing her last week. If I aged her up. Is this Jocelyn here? Hold on. This is Jocelyn, yes. So Jocelyn's house is where Emily is going to be sent to when both of her parents have died. And I'm trying to get her into the Gen 5 Cousins Club so that she can stay connected to her cousins. Camilla, I'm going to go ahead and send you home. And I'm also going to remove you from selectable Sims. Okay, by Susie. Did you ask to be admitted into the club? Level 2. Who was it? Why was your mom being mean to you? Okay. Hey, welcome back from the ads. So glad that you stuck around. Kyle, you did not wash your hands. Come here and wash your hands. Also, let me set the sink type. Here, the bathroom downstairs, as well as the kitchen. Sink type, bathroom, and let's do auto lights. Okay, you are not in the club. I want you in the club. Come here, please, and talk to your cousin. Talk about toys. I need to get you a homework book, too. friendly. Let's express interest. Talk about the Cousins Club. Talk about boogers. And apply. That's a sugarcane juice. You want to drink this? Go ahead and drink that. I bet you it's yummy in real life, too. Y'all, it is 2 in the morning. You need to go home. But I do not want to send her home without her joining the club. Okay, great. I think she was, yes, she was accepted. Okay, nice. Nice. Now there are 3 of them in the club. Probably got some other cousins that I need to add. Let's see, 3. We've got Essie Janelle and Felicia. Okay. Let's see, Trinity, Alyssa. Okay, so Brielle comes from a different branch of the family tree. Hey, Mara, welcome in. I'm doing good, having a nice, chill day. Though I realized I was chatting with a friend a little while ago, and I realized it's also been a productive day. I got a lot more done today than I realized until I listed it all out. How about you? How's your day going? So we need to bring in Felicia and Effie Janelle. Effie Janelle was actually Janelle Clark reborn as her eldest daughter's child. So Janelle Clark had a daughter, Latoya, the Janelle here. She had a daughter, Latoya. When Janelle died, she was able to be reborn. She had gotten far enough in her soul journey that she was able to be reborn. So she was reborn as her daughter Latoya's eldest child. So that's her, and she was named Essie Janelle. But Essie Janelle also has a sister. The 2 of them need to be brought into Gen 5. Let's see who is in this club. We've got Briella from a different branch of the Clark family tree. We have Jocelyn, we have Emily, and we need to call some other ones over. I have not played with Jocelyn's line. All right, let's send y'all home. As y'all are teens, you have school. And Emily has school as well. Needs to go to bed. We will not be doing homework tonight because it is way too late. Let's buy her homework. Did I go to the parade? No, but I was able to watch it on the mayor's office website. They did have a live stream of that, and I'm really, really happy that the weather cooperated. We actually haven't gotten rain. Initially, I'd seen that there would be high winds and rain, and as far as I can tell, we got the high winds, but we haven't gotten the rain, at least not yet. Maybe it'll move in over the weekend. But it's been a lot of fun to see how excited everyone has been, and to watch people out there in the streets celebrating and cheering on the team as they had their ticker tape parade. I'm glad the city was able to do that. Okay, Xavier, where are you? You need to go back to sleep because it is 3 in the morning. Please go to bed. Yeah, Xavier is a botanist. He actually got a biology degree. So I think he got it with some kind of honors as well because it came in a gold frame. He got a biology degree, so he's working as a botanist. When I came into the household, he was a babysitter. And then when I was checking his inventory, I realized that he had a college degree. So, botany career it is. All right, he does not need a grill because they do not have a balcony. Let's see. Let's give. Oh my God, it's Winterfest. I didn't even realize it's Winterfest. Whoa. Okay. Well, we need to do something about that then. Let's decorate. Decorations. No, I don't think decorations is the one that I want. Activities and skills. Yeah, that's what I want. Life event activities. Oh, and apparently Cherry has retired from the Undertaker career. Okay. Yeah, that is good to know. I do not want to do that. Let's come downstairs and let's put up the Winterfest tree. This is a ceiling garland. Hmm. I want to do that. I'm gonna put up a ceiling garland, even though I rarely use these things. We're going to do it because I can. Oh, not quite long enough. That's okay. We're gonna pretend that that doesn't overlap. We just didn't see that. Nope, not at all. Okay, we need a tree. Okay, I think we need some lights in the window first. Then we need a tree. And we also need some presents. Put those there. Where's our tree? It's going to be Winterfest for my Sims next time I play, and I'm excited but also nervous because last Winterfest your tree caught on fire. Okay, is that the one that like if you decorate it with candles, then it'll catch on fire? I haven't had that happen in a save yet, but I also very rarely will decorate a tree. I'll just use this ready-made tree. Okay, that's good. And I think they need a stereo. I think they need a stereo in the living room more than they need one here in the kitchen. So let's move that. Oh God, someone left their homework book. Why are these Sims always doing that? I don't know why these Sims always leave their homework books behind. I actually can't remember, but probably they went all in on the decorations. Thankfully, the tree was outside. Thank goodness for that. I'm a kid. Whoa! Look at all this stuff in their inventory. What the heck? I wonder if they moved from a different lot, and that's how they ended up here. My goodness. All right. Let's put some shades up. Now, I know that's not realistic. Actually, let's not put those there. If I'm going to put curtains up, I do want it to be realistic. Okay, let's sell some of this stuff. That'll definitely help them financially. I think he does need some planter pots. And they do have big windows, so he'll be able to grow stuff inside. Well, I should put that down while I am thinking about it. But before I do that, let's see about getting them some curtains or blinds or something. So they have some privacy in their bedrooms. Oh, and in the dressing room. So we're going to need tall curtains. You know, there's a curtain that I always, when I grab it, um, I always grab it and it's too tall for what I'm doing, and I don't remember what it is. Mm, Gathering Strawberry. Oh, that must be from the Bridgerton pack. Is it this one? No, it's not that one. Where's that curtain that whenever I want to use it, I always forget that it's a huge size and it only comes in one size. That's too small. That's longer, but it's also too small. Shades, that's too short. You know, I would forget it. Oh, wait, I think it's this one. I'm pretty sure it's that one. And it's always too big for what I need. Okay, well, we do not need, we really don't need flannel curtains. But we do need curtains. So let's do these. Short, giant. This is tall wall height. And since they have so much black, what color? No, it's not. Yes. Oh, we need a curtain in here too. Okay. And now for Emily's room. We'll use a green to match the trim on the top of the wall. Okay, that works. All right, they have the holiday decorations. Oh, it was planter boxes too, or pots. Boxes, I think, are take up too much room. I think we'll put one here, right by the window. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Let's put that one there. And then downstairs. Add one here. They still have space to get to the stairs. And we'll put another one here. This way he can grow some things. Let's see, he's got starter fruit, starter herbs. And he needs to work up to level 8 gardening skill. But he's already at level 6. Okay. Alright, let's open up these seed packets. Yeah. And did he say he was going to get a head start? Yes, fertilizer plant. He's got enough gardening skill to be able to do that. I want to be a ninja when I grow up. What do I need to do now to start getting ready for being a ninja when I'm a grown up? Start practicing your hiding. That's the only option that they've given me. Alright, let's plant the sage here. Makes sense that he would plant it in the kitchen. And tomato. Sure, probably tomato plant in the house. Why not? Plant that, please. And then we'll water everything. And we will fertilize everything since he has the skill for it. Oh, Trinity's gone. Andre Lynn has asked me out on a date. Should I say yes? Yeah, sure, why not? Why not? Oh, he did his fertilizing with planting and watering. What's the matter, sir? Thank you. Oh, he's grieving. Why are you grieving? I think you should go to grief counselor. And do you know Jocelyn? Because if you do, you can invite her and her family over. I think Jocelyn is his cousin. It's Winter Holiday. We're going to play some Winter Holiday music. And tomorrow's Kwanzaa. Ooh, I need to get them the candles for Kwanzaa. What is your cooking skill, ma'am? Oh, you have no cooking skill. Oh, this is going to be tragic. This is going to be tragic, Asta. Oh, I haven't made any of them over. Well, Xavier and his wife, I'm pretty sure I dressed Xavier at some point in time, and probably his wife too. But I know I did not dress the child. Let's see, what skills does she have? She's got some creativity, some social, a little bit of charisma. Wait, how did I put up a ceiling garland? And there actually is no ceiling here. You know what? We are not going to question that. We're not. We're just gonna go with the flow because it's The Sims. And we do not have to worry about realism if we don't want to. You said, dear, it is Winterfest. Do you have any cooking skills, sir? Oh, you have cooking level 5. Okay. Please, please, please. Join the cooking. And then after that, you are going to make the grand meal. See, I've played him at some point in time. I don't remember it, but I've played him at some point for him to have these skills. Was probably when he was a kid. Let's see, he's Janelle's grandson. Mm, yeah, it was probably when he was a kid. Or a teen, young adult. 'Cause he's an elder now. I look at his family tree again. I'm pretty sure he grew up in Glimmerbrook. He was. Oh no, wait. Oh no, no, he's Camilla's grandson. Janelle was his mom. Okay, yeah, I definitely played him because I remember Janelle. Janelle was a spellcaster, and she grew up in Windenburg and then moved to Glimmerbrook, and then she and Orion had 4 kids. Oh, he's Abby's sister. Okay, I was just visiting Abby's household with another set of cousins. And there's Trinity and Alyssa. Trinity and Alyssa are sisters. Are they both spellcasters? No, they're not spellcasters, but Briella is a spellcaster. They live in Lindenburg, in Currenberg Cottage, these 4. Abby lives in Glimmerbrook with her brother David Earl. He doesn't have any kids. He's not married. Abby has a daughter Jocelyn. She's the one who is the club leader for the Gen 5 cousins. Okay, so Xavier, Latoya is your sister. Okay, so these are your nieces. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And Jocelyn is also your niece because Abby is your sister. Okay. All right. I get it now. You need to have Latoya and her daughters over. Or you need to go visit them, which I think is an even better idea. Because I don't think he actually knows his nieces. So we're gonna figure out where Janelle lives. And we're gonna take our grand meal over there. Let me look at his relationships. It's Latoya. So Camilla Clark is now a family friend who, for some reason, feels very familiar to them, to Xavier, but he's not sure why. It's because it's that Camilla Clark is his grandmother reborn. Okay. Oh, he has a good relationship with Victoria. That's good. Oh, so okay, all right. So sending his daughter, whenever he dies, he's sending his daughter to to his sister Abby's house. And Abby will be able to raise his daughter. See, that makes even more sense that he put that in his will. Okay. Right, Latoya, where do you live? You live in Famashina in 930 Medina Studios. Okay. I will keep that in mind. And after we're done cooking this grand meal, we'll stick that in the inventory and we'll go visit. But first, I think Emily needs a makeover because I can guarantee I never dressed Emily. We're going to have ads in about 30 seconds, so you can use that as a stretch break. And then I'll see you on the other side of the ads. I'm pretty cerebral when it comes to wanting to know my my Sims family tree, their genealogy. And I like to know who is who. I'll add that stuff into the gameplay like I did with him writing his will, with Xavier writing his will, that if both he and his wife are dead, then their daughter, goes to his sister Abby's house. Oh my God! It's D'Angelo and D'Angelo's crew. Hey y'all, welcome in. Thank you so much for coming by. I really appreciate that. How was the rest of your stream? I was uh I was lurking most of the day. I can type. I can type. There we go. Nice shout out for D'Angelo. Thank you so much for trusting me with your community, of which I am a very, very happy member. Happy Friday. Happy Juneteenth. Oh, wait, we've got ads for another, what, 20 seconds? Okay, I will give you a proper greeting once the ads are over. Twitch has horrible timing when it comes to this kind of stuff. Always, always, always doing the most when it comes to ads. But we're just about done. We just got a few more seconds of ads. All right, welcome back from the ads and welcome in D'Angelo and community. I wanted to wait until the ads were done so that I could properly greet you. How was the rest of your stream? I hope you had a great time. Um, I was saying that I am a very, very happy member of your community, and I encourage folks if they want to see some really great Sims gameplay, Sims 2, Sims 4. You do Sims 3 as well, right? I don't remember. But yeah, if you want to see some excellent Sims gameplay, then definitely follow D'Angelo. And just so you know, his chat is a riot. You will get a lot of good laughs hanging out in his streams. So if you need to raid and run and take care of yourself, definitely go get something to eat, stretch, get something to drink, whatever. You are more than welcome to lurk. Any of you are more than welcome to lurk. This is a lurk friendly stream. So make yourselves comfortable and thanks again for being here. Kind of telling on your chat, huh? Look, you guys, every day when I'm in your streams, I find you all hilarious because I just cannot believe the things that y'all say sometimes. And I don't know, D'Angelo is so sweet and innocent, and the chatters just stay on his neck about stuff. I cannot understand why they would do that. Hmm. Okay, maybe I could understand a little, but they're crazy. Is that why they stay on your neck all the time? You poor thing. Are we talking about the same person? See, this is what I'm talking about. This is what I am talking about. D'Angelo, he's just, he minds his own business and doesn't bother anyone, and people just, I don't know, they're constantly calling him out. I just don't get it. And if you believe that, I have several bridges that I would like to sell for you. We can talk after stream. Just hop on over into my Discord, and I'll be more than happy to discuss sale terms with you for these bridges. Real cheap, real cheap. You'll love them. I am playing in my Clark Spellcasters save today. I think I was playing in them on Wednesday as well. And right now, this is a household that I guess I set them up at some point, but it's been a long time since I've played in it, so I've got to get caught up with them. And right now, I'm making over their daughter. So Xavier is her dad. This is Emily. Xavier's her dad. Cherry Jameson is her mom. Xavier comes from a line of spellcasters, even though he's not a spellcaster. But his daughter did get this strong bloodline trait because her dad um, comes from a line of spellcasters. So I have not, this is my first time making her over. I think ages and ages ago, when I first set up this household, I think I had them try for a baby, and then I moved on to playing other households, and this is my first time coming back. So I'm getting to know Emily, and the reason I'm playing the household actually is because I was going through my households, just looking at, who was who and what was going on, and I realized that Emily would not be an adult when her parents died. Because both of her parents are elders and she's a child. Now, I am playing on long lifespan, so she has 51 days left as a child. Xavier, her dad, has 51 days left as an elder. Her mom has 15 days left as an elder. So it would be her and her dad. If she was lucky, her dad would die after she aged up to a teenager, but I didn't want to leave that to chance. The way my MC Command Center is set up, anyone who's younger than a teen who's left in a household after everybody older than that dies gets adopted by another family somewhere in the save. So they don't get deleted from the game, or I guess archived in some strange way, but they're still in the game. They get adopted by a household that's in the game, and so you can go and find them if you want to and move them into whatever household you want. But like I was saying earlier, when Life and Death came out, they added the ability to make wills. And in your will, you can specify where you want your kids to go. Um, if everybody else in the household died. So I wanted to come into this household, so I had Xavier start a will, and his will states that when both he and his wife are gone, his daughter Emily is going to his sister Abby's house. The Will's feature seems so cool. I need to use it more. Yeah, it really is, especially in situations like this one. I've used it a couple of times, and it saved me from having to go searching for a child and putting them into a household that I want them in. So he started a will, and his daughter is going to go to his sister Abby's house. Now, Abby lives in Glimmerbrook. I think Abby is a spellcaster. I'm pretty sure Abby is a spellcaster. because their mom Janelle was a spellcaster. So she would be able to be raised by her aunt and her cousin, and then also, if she wanted to, because she'd be raised around spellcasters, it would be really easy for her to like embrace her spellcaster roots and possibly go to the magical realm and become a spellcaster herself. Crowberry, your name is Janelle too. Hey, Janelle in the house. Welcome on in. I'm so glad that you're here. First time chat. Yes. I actually fell in love with the name Janelle back when I was a huge fan and I was regularly following Janelle Monáe. So it totally makes sense that I would have Sims named after, with that name. They're not named after her per se, but they have that name. So I'm just making Emily over because this is my very first time playing her, and Lord knows this game likes to make Sims look like who done it and left it. So I am fixing that so that she doesn't have to walk around looking homeless and parentless. Very pretty name. It is. I've never looked up if there's a particular meaning to it or not, but I do. I really like the name. So if I had a daughter, I would probably name her Janelle. What are we gonna give you for sleepwear, my child? It's Winterfest. How about we find some Winterfest themed do we have Winterfest? Well, might not have Winterfest themed stuff, but we do have some really cute CC sleepwear for kids. Let's take advantage of that. I don't know what it is, but I do not like these shark slippers. I don't know. I have opinions, y'all. Enjoy your lurk. Enjoy your dinner. And thanks again for coming in with your community. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I don't know why I don't like those shark slippers, but it seems like they love to put them on child Sims, like for everything. Kind of like how those sandals would get put on, what was it, swimwear. Anytime a Sim, the game would dress a Sim with their swimwear, they would get those sandals put on them. And apparently they fixed that in a recent update. So I don't see it anymore with newer Sims. With Sims who they're in an older save, that's been around for a while, then I'll see it, but not with the newer ones. Need some summer PJs too. How about we make green one of your favorite colors? I think that's a very good idea. And yellow. Green and yellow. Child of the village. How would you be a child of the village? That actually doesn't. Well, you know what? You can be a child of the village. Maybe because I was going to say it doesn't make sense because you don't live it in Tamarang, but maybe you have kind of like adopted Tamarani culture. It might be kind of like I used to feel very attached to Trinidadian culture. I for about 5 or 6 years, I spent a lot of time in Trinidad and Tobago. Why am I hearing myself? I don't know why that is. Oh, I know why that is. There we go. Okay. I was playing on my other computer where I'm monitoring the chat. I was saying I spent a lot of time for a number of years. It was about a 6 year time period, I think. I spent a lot of time in Trinidad and Tobago. So I would go for 3 weeks during Carnival. And at the time, I was living in central New York, so the Syracuse area of New York City. That's about 5 hours away from New York City, 5 hours northwest of New York City, for those of you who are familiar with the state of New York. And culturally, I felt very isolated up there. I was one of very few Black people in the area that I lived. I was one of very few single people in the church that I went to. Back then, I moved around in evangelical Christian circles, and I felt very isolated, especially as I started becoming more liberal minded. I mean, now I'm atheist. I've totally moved away from that mindset, but yeah, especially as I started moving towards a more liberal mindset. And when I got involved with steel bands, yeah, I went to Trinidad for vacation once and fell in love with steel bands and actually went back and spent a lot of time participating in Carnival in one of the steel bands in the capital city. Um, and so even though I don't have any Trinidadian in my genealogy, as far as I know, um, I kind of adopted Trini culture, not really as my own, because I'm not Trini, but just it was a way for me to feel a part of something when I was when I was in an environment that I really did not feel seen in. So I said all of that to say maybe Emily has adopted Tomarani culture in a similar way. I don't know. So I'll let her keep the child of the village characteristic. I won't worry about it too much. I should have just copied her here over. Let me do that. Make this easy for myself. I want to use this for hot weather. Thank you very much. Sometimes I forget we have that ability now. I remember the battle days when if we wanted to use something in another category, we had to manually find it and add it. We are grateful for being in the days where we can now just copy things as part of in-game. Lotus, that's so cool. It was a cool time. It really was a cool time. Really helped me stay sane during what turned out to be a pretty challenging last few years that I was there. I'm really, really glad that I had that escape, so to speak. And I still have friends that I made back then, um, that I keep in touch with. One of them is like a sister to me. I call her my sister of the heart. We were a force to be reckoned with. This is why the universe decided it was better for us to be born in two entirely different parts of the world, because I do not know if any one city would be able to deal with us had we been born close enough to be friends in person all the time. Are you a fully vanilla player? I am not a fully vanilla player. I use CC and mod. Though I would say I would call myself a moderate CC and mods player. Like, I tend to think, oh my god, my mods folder is so absolutely gigantic because, drumroll please, my mods folder is about 50 gig. And then I hear other people talk about how their mods folder is like 150 gig, 200 gig, and 300 gig. And I go, I really can't claim to, I cannot claim to use a lot of mods for CC. The bulk of my mods folder is really CC, mainly build and buy CC. I kind of have a bit of an addiction when it comes to that. I'm also primarily Maxis Match. I have some Alpha CC, but generally it's by accident. Um, because once I get it in my game, I don't really like the way it looks. It doesn't match my style. You know, when I say I don't like the way it looks, I don't mean that it looks bad. It doesn't. And, you know, those are incredibly talented PC creators, just like, you know, the Max's Match ones. But Max's Match, I feel like blends with my game better. So that's what I tend to use. The main mods that I use are MC Command Center. Okay, loves do word. MC Command Center, UI Cheats, and that's another one. Better Build By. And I've recently started using this mod that lets you control Sims that aren't in your household. So it temporarily is, I think it's like Sim Controller or something like that. It temporarily adds them to your household, but only in the sense that they appear listed amongst your household and you can control them, but they're not actually officially a member of the household. And I like using that one because when I have Sims come over, if there's some specific interactions that I want them to have, like inviting somebody to join a club or just adding somebody to a club, then I'm able to control them and do it. So it makes my gameplay a lot easier. Yes, Nightbot, I will save as soon as the loading screen is done. All right, so she's made over now, and we are going to go to Glimmerbrook. So we're going to end up with another loading screen. I apologize for that. Um, but today is Winterfest. For those of you who just got here, today is Winterfest in the game, and I want Xavier and his wife and daughter to travel to Glimmerbrook to his sister Abby's house, so that no, to is it to Bloomingville? No, I want him to travel across town to his sister Latoya's house because he doesn't know his nieces, Latoya's two daughters. So I want to make sure they know each other and that his daughter knows her cousins and they can be in touch. And also, I want to see if I can get the two cousins to Latoya's two daughters into the Gen 5 Cousins Club. I like using the club system that came with Get Together to have all the cousins in the extended family from the same generation have a club together. So that way they can know each other, they can visit each other, and keep that family cohesiveness. It gets kind of messy after a few generations because as the family tree gets wider, then you end up with a lot more people. So I actually went into NC Command Center and I think I increased the club size to a maximum of 20. Because usually by the time I have 20 members of one generation that I'm trying to keep track of, it's overwhelming and I'm starting to let different branches of the family tree die out on purpose because otherwise there's no way I can keep track of everybody. So I've just started now putting together the Gen 5 cousins. Emily just had a couple of the other Gen 5 cousins over on Winterfest Eve, and she joined the Gen 5 Cousins Club. So now on Winterfest, I want her to meet her two. I think they're the only ones, the two other first cousins. Um, but then there's a whole other branch of the family tree of first cousins that I've got to start bringing them in, and I have to play Briella's family to do that. So Briella is one of the teens who's part of Gen 5, but she's in a totally different branch of the family tree. This branch of the family tree comes down from a sim named Camilla, who was a spellcaster. And I don't know if all of her kids were spellcasters, but her daughter Janelle was not born a spellcaster. They were living in Windedburg, but she wanted to become one. So when she became a teen, Camilla turned her into one because Camilla was a very powerful spellcaster. I think she got all the way to like the top levels. She learned all the spells and all that good stuff. And oh wow, somebody's balloon just floated by my building. Huh. So when Janelle became a teen, she asked her mom to make her a spellcaster, and Camilla did that. Alrighty, I think we are all set. Let me save my game so that if bad things happen, I will not be here crying big tears. Then we need to take this grand meal, put it in Xavier's inventory. Xavier, I think it would be a good idea if you and Cherry cook together more often because she just started her what is the inventory? She's just starting her cooking skill. No, please don't get any salad. We're taking this over to Sister Latoya's house. And then we can open presents when you come back. I know Latoya doesn't live far from here. I just don't remember which building. It's like one of the Medina suites. Oh, this is going to be interesting too because I've not played Latoya's household. I don't think I've played her household since I moved her in. So I've never played her daughters. And I don't even know if they have enough bedrooms for everybody in that household. So we may end up doing renovations. Janelle Clark Reborn, is that her? I think that's her household. Yes, yes it is. Yes, Janelle Clark opted. Why I can spell? Why is that way? Janelle Clark opted to be reborn as the eldest daughter of Latoya's first child. What will life be like for her this time around? That is a very good question. Let's confirm this is where we're going to go, and we're going with our wife and our daughter. And we can finally get to know our nieces. We might know them a little bit, but I know I haven't been playing much, at least the past couple days. I haven't been playing much with Gen 5, with Gen 4. We're playing more with Gen 5. And Xavier is Gen 4, so I don't know if he knows his nieces. I might have had him get to know them maybe when they were small, but I don't know. And he probably has a particular affinity to the eldest niece, mainly because, unbeknownst to them, of course, that's his mother reborn. So he's probably like, oh, this child has been here before. Yes, yes, she has. If you only knew. Okay, I'm pretty sure it's yes. Let's go in. Oh, that's cool. I don't even have to knock on the door for some reason. I've been noticing that with some of the households. Oh, okay, he does know his oldest niece. Effie Janelle. This is the Sim. This is his mother reborn. Let's hug lovingly. Effie Janelle, are you in any clubs? You don't have any clubs listed. And where is Latoya? This is his sister Latoya. Thank you for cleaning the table, sis. I brought food. I'm just gonna put that out here so that everyone can partake. I'll also put this one bowl of salad that I brought with me. out on the table, and let's have all of Gen 4 come over. While you're doing that, you can also go to the bathroom, sir, and then grab yourself something to eat. Now, do we have this set up? Oh yeah, there's enough bedrooms. I'm not gonna worry about, I won't renovate this place then. At least not now. Probably later. Most likely, this would be Janelle's room. Either Essie Janelle or her parents. Or one or the other. Probably Essie Janelle's. And then this would be her parents' room, and then this would be her younger sister's room. Sister is a teen now. Oh, we've got ads coming in about 45 seconds. So you can use the ad break as a chance to stretch your legs and grab something to eat or something to drink. And I'll see you on the other side of the ads. All right, sir, you need to go to the bathroom. And you also, where's your younger niece? Yes, sir? Alyssa. No, that is not her. That is one of your cousins. Here she is, Felicia. You need to introduce yourself to Felicia. And where's Cherry? Why don't you introduce? You look so much like Blessing. Oh my gosh. Your curls are a little different though. You're bored? I'm way too old for this. Oh, Blessing is cringe. You didn't appreciate all of her memes, I presume. Okay. Right here. Why don't you chat with David Earl then? No, we are not going to flirt with that. Let's give him a respectful introduction. Okay, Cherry is talking to Blessing. That's why she ended up feeling bored because Blessing put a bunch of cringy memes on her. Emily, come and meet your cousin, please. Meet your big cousin. I see Janelle. And you should also speak to your Auntie Latoya. We have good manners in this family. At least we try to. Can't really speak for your cousin Blessing, but we do try to have good manners in this family. Oh my. You know, I want Essie Janelle and I don't remember her sister's name, darn it. I want Essie Janelle and her sister also in the Gen 5 group. Okay, this is Gen 4. Alright, let me control her. This is that mod I was talking about. Sim control hub. Add to selectable sims. So now I can control Essie Janelle. She's not actually a member of my household, but she's included down here in the household members list as though she is. And now I have complete control over her. So I'd like for you to get to know. Ooh, talk about rebirth, definitely. I want you to get to know Emily a little better and ask if you can join the Gen 5 club. Talk about the cloudy weather. Who are you talking to? Okay. And why don't you get to know her too? Why are you coming all the way out in the hallway to do that? You could have just spoken to her right there in the apartment. Oh no, my eye is itching. Why is my eye itching? I do not approve. Okay, are you actually talking to her? Oh, you're chatting with like everybody. Here, let's just cancel that out. I want you to focus on Emily right now. Yeah, get to know your little cousin. Welcome back from the ads. So glad you hung in there. I really appreciate your patience. You know how Twitch is. If you've been watching streamers on Twitch for any amount of time, you know they've got to get that ad revenue. So thank you so much. And can you apply to Clark Gen 5? Oh, I guess you don't know her well enough yet. Oh, no, be nice. Be nice to her. Tell her a funny story. Hug lovingly. Oh, shoot, I saw it a minute ago. Discuss interests. You are not going to lie about your career or shout forbidden words. Let's do the belly laugh because it is Winterfest. Oh goodness, it's already 7 p.m. I guess we're meeting Father Winter here. That's interest again. Ask her about her day. I'm so glad I got to meet you. Oh, now let's apply again. The friendship is a little bit higher. Okay, I'm going to cheat the friendship because the whole reason I'm doing this is because I want her, no, not Arjun, Emily. So this is a UI cheat thing. Be able to right click on stuff and change the relationship values. Let's make their friendship 75%. And now, well, I know you have to go to the bathroom, but okay. All right, now she is in Clark Gen 5, and I can stop controlling her. What is that? Actions, Sim control hub, remove from selectable sims. I do, however, want the same for her sister. So let's control you now. Actions, Sim control hub, add to selectable sims. All right, Felicia, you are going to find your sister and you are going to apply to Clark Gen 5 through your sister. Nice. Looks like that was successful. Yes, it was. Okay. So now she's in Clark Gen 5. And I think I'm going to also put her in Teen Titans. Oh my. And we need to change the club leader. I don't know who was the club leader, but they're probably an adult, and it didn't automatically reassign the leader when they aged out. So we're gonna make you the club leader of Teen Titans. That way we don't have that weirdness going on. Okay, is that Father Winter I'm hearing, or is that somebody else? Looking, I do not see Father Winter. Well, that's sad. I wanted Father Winter to. Oh, there he is. All right, nice. And we can remove you from collectible sims. And I can save because goodness knows, if I don't do it now while I'm thinking about it, I will forget it. When I have a save that this I've been playing it for this long, or a legacy that I've been playing this long. For me, part of the fun is actually going through and organizing the club so that I've got the cousins together and giving makeovers to extended family who I haven't seen in a long time or who I never dressed, never made over. Renovating their homes so that it has enough space for them. There's no wrong way to play the game. Emily, I want you to come up here and meet Father Winter. A friendly introduction, please. What is this? Chat with one. Oh, somebody's cooking some kind of meat. I can smell it coming in through my window. Smells delicious. Baby, did you eat? You need to eat. You might have eaten, but y'all have been here for some time now. Here, come and eat that. And you've also eaten. Your needs are good, so I don't have to worry about you. I love your little husky voice. That is so cute. Here, ask Father Winter for a present. Unfortunately, Xavier was not able to cope with grief in the most productive ways, resulting in a personality trait change. You know what? Just for a little bit of fun, he can change from perfectionist to clumsy. I'm not sure who he was mourning. Um, mm, mm, I don't think it was his mom. I'm pretty sure his mom died a while back. Aw, what did you get from Father Winter? The lots of love bear. That is so sweet. You can put that in your room. I think there's space up on your dresser. Let's enthuse about botany to Father Winter. And then you can also ask him for a gift. Ask for present. You're over here talking to your other cousins. I think that's good. Seek advice from elder. Oh, that is a nice interaction. I like that. Okay, you're queued up to ask him for a present. And Cherry, now it's your turn. You can introduce yourself to Father Winter. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I'm interested in dispensing advice. Okay, I'm so sorry, Larissa. Jeez. Father Winter gave it Xavier a Schnapple micro. Oh, that's good. Because the microwave they have is not as good. So we can sell their microwave and use the Schnapple. And Cherry, why don't you also ask Father Winter for a gift? Let's share the Winterfest spirit. And ask for present. She's having a great Winterfest. Cherry's getting her gift from Father Winter. What did you get? What did you get? Whoa, one Londoner's choice. You have two of them in your kitchen. That's okay. Y'all need the money anyway. You only have 4,600 simoleons. All right, it's 11:53. I think it's time we headed home. After a lovely Winterfest visit with Victoria and her family, let's head back to our place. Emily doesn't have to worry about school. This is winter break time. So today is Winterfest. Tomorrow is Kwanzaa. I need to get them the candle holder. And I'm pretty sure Friday is designated as winter break. I'll have to look at the calendar when my game is done saving. I thought I was doing 2 week seasons in this game, but I'm not, which is fine by me. Yeah, winter break is on Friday, and then Saturday is New Year's Eve. Head home. Head home. Sometimes they get to the spawning point, and for whatever reason, they're not able to. They're not able to go home. I like how that looks like a subway, like they're entering the subway system. So does anyone have any interesting plans for the weekend? I don't have any specific plans tomorrow. So tonight and tomorrow I'll actually be preparing for a coding workshop that I'm leading on Monday evening. But Sunday I'm gonna go meet up with a friend, and we've got a couple of museum uh, exhibits that we want to see. So I'm looking forward to that. I haven't had a chance to hang out with this friend in probably a few months. Both of our schedules have been pretty busy. So it'll be fun to catch up with them. And also do some street photography. I'll have my camera with me. I'll be able to make photos throughout the day. We're gonna get together. We're gonna meet up at like 11:30, so I'll have to be up and out earlier than I normally would be on a Sunday. I tend to sleep in until like 12, but that won't happen because I'm going to meet my friend. All right, girlie, let's see. How about we send you to bed? It's midnight. Where should go? Maybe is. And we can. Are you the one who got the microwave? Yes. Let's sell this one. And put the brand spanking new super duper deluxe one out on the counter so we can use that. Only one bathroom. Oh no, there are two bathrooms in this apartment. One upstairs and one downstairs. It could be two bathrooms upstairs as big as this one is. Same with the one downstairs. But there's only two bedrooms, so that wouldn't make too much sense. Why are you talking to the toilet? Just just use it, please. And take a shower too. You can sing in the shower. Now let me get to know Cherry a bit. Oh, y'all haven't opened gifts. You can open gifts for Kwanzaa. Cherry, how about we have you? Is there a shower in this downstairs bathroom? There is. How about you? Shower down here. Oh, I think I need to dress you. That is a very interesting Why do you have gloves on in the house? Yeah, we're gonna need it. It's time to make you over. I don't think I gave you a makeover. Oh, you want to start a will, and you want to listen to alternative music. I've been trying to pay more attention to my Sims' wants, their whims, because it makes them happy, and it also helps them make progress on their soul journey, which gives me more options um, once they die. It also gives them some perks while they're living too. It's like if they get to a certain point, they'll earn more satisfaction points, and then as they get further along in their soul journey, there's some other interactions that are unlocked, like being able to share their soul's journey with other Sims. I found that to be a real interesting part of the gameplay that I don't take advantage of nearly enough. All right, let's plan outfits because you are sorely in need of a makeover. Oh right, you retired from the funeral director career. You're a child of the ocean. Okay. I'll be able to see what your other characteristics are once we get into cast. I think at this point she has like 12, 13 days left, which is a lot of time. So I at least want her looking good for the rest of that time. Yeah, so I was saying I was I'm meeting up with a friend this weekend. So I'm looking forward to that. And my partner's coming home this weekend. I don't know if he's coming home tomorrow or Sunday. Knowing him, it will be Sunday. Because he doesn't get to see his sister that often. Usually once, maybe twice a year, because we live so far away. And it's hard to say goodbye. You know? So usually he'll tell me, "Oh yeah, I'm coming home on such and such a day." Even if he's driving, I'm coming home on such and such a day, and then I'll get a call from him. Yeah, so actually, I'll be home tomorrow, and I don't give him grief because it's like, dude, you don't get to see your sister that much. So I'm not worried about it. I'm just glad they're able to get this time together, honestly. Because they didn't grow up together. He's a lot older than her. I think he was 17 or 18 when she was born. So they didn't grow up together, and for a long time they weren't close. But these past few years they've gotten a lot closer, and I love that because it's what he's always wanted. And for various reasons, interference from their mom being the main reason, it was difficult for them to get close to each other. But now they have a good relationship, and he really wanted to be close to her because he wants to look out for her. It's only the two of them. Their brother unfortunately died a couple years back, and he wasn't very nice. Their brother wasn't very nice to her. He was around, but he wasn't as kind to her as he could or should have been. And my partner, even though he can't make up for that, he really has a strong sense of wanting to be there for her and look out for her, and I'm all for it. So I will not be surprised if he does not leave until Sunday to drive home. Well, let's see now. You are a child of the ocean, you're a bro, and you're a perfectionist, and you're also a love bug and cheerful. Okay. Mm, Would you wear jeans? You might wear jeans. Oh, those look comfy. And how about t-shirts? Yeah, how about t-shirts? What kind of t-shirt would you wear? Actually, let me see what I've got. I don't have. No, I do have a lot of CC t-shirts. Okay. I just forget about them because I don't use them that much. Um, oh, let me fix this. They act like elders don't know what good shapewear is. And let's give her a bouncy walk. All elders do not slouch. That's one thing that I don't like about how they characterize elders in this game. Alright, that'll work. Let's give you some socks and some loafers. Well, I gotta look at the elders kit. Okay, and see what stuff is in there. So let's look at top. No, that's not what I want. I need to go over here. And that's under kits. I'm looking for Golden Years. Golden Years kit. Huh. That's supposed to be like a bib. That's cute. None of those look good with jeans, though. I could change her pants, but I don't feel like it. Let's give her. Oh, that looks so comfy. Oh my god. Okay, yes. So we're gonna use that top. Yes, we are. And let's go into the Golden Years kit. I think what shoes they big shoes. I need to replace my sneakers. Okay, not counting. I need to replace my sneakers because I went to the podiatrist and the podiatrist was like, the sneakers that you have don't give your foot the kind of support that you need. Like, I have a bunion on one foot. It's a genetic thing. It's nothing that I did. That's what the doctor. I always thought that bunions were caused by, say, wearing heels too much. And I went through a period some years ago where I would wear heels like to church. And I haven't worn heels in ages. I don't even remember the last time I wore heels. I'm all about comfort now. But I had always assumed that, because when I was growing up as a teenager, I'd always wear heels to church. So I assumed that's where my bunion came from. And my podiatrist said, no, it's genetic. It's just how your bones form. There's nothing that you can do to make bunions, unless you're doing something unhealthy like foot binding, whatever, I presume. But so yeah, my podiatrist looked at my sneakers and he was like, this brand of sneakers doesn't really give your foot the kind of support it needs. And he and his assistant gave me some suggestions. So I need to, and I had meant to do that this week. I just did not feel like running into Manhattan to the shoe store. But I need to take a trip into Manhattan. Oh my God, this is stunning. Okay. I had to have dressed you at some point. My word. Because this looks like what would have been your wedding outfit. Maybe I just did that. Maybe I just did like a formal outfit for your wedding, and that's it. You don't have any. No, I didn't want to give you facial piercings. Hang on. Let me make sure. Because I don't think I wanted to give you any facial piercings. Unless I gave them to you and forgot. No, because they're not in your formal outfits. Are they in your sleeper? They are. Maybe I did. Okay, you know what? I'm just gonna add this. Oh wait, I don't want to. Okay, maybe she just out, took them out for the wedding because she didn't want the colors to clash. I don't know. But it looks like I did dress you at some point. At least a couple of the, definitely your formal outfits, because there's no way the game dressed you that well for formal outfits. I know I had to have done that. Let's find a t-shirt for you. Open up again. This is it's an oversized. I don't have the one ties on the side. Do I? No, it doesn't. Okay. All right. We'll just go with this one then. Make it a simple white t-shirt. We'll change your socks. And we will change your sneakers. Just give you plain white sneakers. I like your Afro puffs. And I'll let that be your. We'll just do the one, because she's not gonna be with us for much longer, unfortunately. So I'm not gonna worry too much. Like I won't make her a lot of outfits, but at the very least, I want her to look nice in the outfit she has. 'Cause I like my Sims to look good. There's some long pants there. And let's give her. Oh, there's probably like a grand. Yeah, there's like a granny type outfit. I'll give her that one because it matches her nose piercing. She's a color of her nose piercing. I'll give her a bonnet too. Here we go. You know, lately I've been feeling the urge to make stuff with my hands, like to knit or to sew. And I haven't felt like knitting or sewing or crocheting in years. Like I have um projects, works in progress that have been sitting for years. And lately I've been feeling the itch to pick them up again. The problem is with so much other stuff that I'm doing or want to do, that's like there are only so many hours in a day. But I need to make time. Really do. So, mm. My hands are like, we want to make stuff. We want to make stuff. I think I needed to put it down for a while just because I made a lot of stuff and I started feeling like I would crochet a lot and I started feeling like I was running out of ideas or feeling like everything that I was making was looking the same and I was bored with it. But now I'm just missing it. Oh, I've never used this. What goes well? This is from the Golden Years kit. What goes well with this top? I like how that looks on her. I like the color. I like the texture. This is not the Golden Years kit, even though it looks very similar. The icon looks very similar. This is like it's like floral type thing. I forget what they call it. What they call that kit. Let's look at pants. We could do some nice tailored pants. Do they have pants in the Golden Years kit? They do. Is this from the Golden Years kit? Let me see. It is. Yeah, it's from the Golden Years kit. Okay. Well, I think that looks good together. I need to remember to use that kit more often on my elder sons. Not all of the stuff, just because elders are not a monolith, and not all elders dress a certain way. That's one of the cool things about being in New York City. I see a lot of style differences and fashion differences instead of it looking like everybody in a certain age bracket dresses the same way. So I may not be able to stay here forever because it's so expensive, but I'm just, I don't know, I've just been falling in love with my city over again lately. And not just because the Knicks won the NBA championship. I actually didn't, I followed in the sense that I knew that everybody else was very excited about it, and it was a lot of fun to see how excited so many other people were. Like, I didn't watch the games. I'm just not into NBA basketball like that, but it has been wonderful to see how excited so many people have been. And I even watched a little bit of the ticker tape parade yesterday. We were supposed to get, originally rain had been forecast, so I was kind of concerned that we would get heavy rain and they wouldn't be able to have the parade, or at least not have as much fun at the parade. But we didn't get any rain. We got the high winds, we didn't get the rain, and they were able to have a grand time at the parade and at the festivities at City Hall afterwards. So what a time to be alive to see the Knicks win a championship after 53 years. I have a friend from high school who was excited about that too. The Knicks are his team. So congratulations to all the Knicks fans. It's been an exciting time here in New York City. Oh, we gotta give you a different swimsuit. What kind of swimsuit would you like to wear? I like that yellow on your skin, man. Can we find you a different swimsuit bottom? Maybe a skirt. Would have to be a different color. Yeah. And as you indeed. We'll just leave your after out for your swimsuit outfit. And then for hot weather. Oh wow, what kind of shoes are these? Looks like I dressed you for hot weather because you have 3 different outfits. Okay, maybe I dressed you, but then this one I actually have a duplicate. Let's get rid of one. Okay, so those are your 2 hot weather outfits. And then your cold weather. Yes, this is the one that I needed to make some changes. So we will get rid of the gloves. We don't need those. We can keep the rings only because I'm not. You can put custom eyelashes on you. I don't have to worry about that. Let's change your earrings. That'll work. Choose the color of your pants. Yeah. That's just too much brown for me. Yeah, that lightens things up a bit. I like that better. What roots are these? Oh, okay. Don't hit them enough to change them. Just change the color. You do not need any bracelets, actually, because your sleeves are all the way down to the palm of your hand. What you need are some socks. Oh, I didn't put the sign that forces you to take off your shoes. But I think you all have a shoe rack in your walk-in closet. I can use that. This is a different one with just a different set of pants? Okay. Let's change things up then. Let's go to let's find you a sweater. I really like this one. I'm pretty sure this is by Rusty. And let's find you some pants. Here's a golden nude skirt. Oh, you know what? That is cute. It's definitely giving granny. And we will do... No, the socks would have to be longer if she was wearing socks. I do not claim to have any knowledge of fashion. Well, much to my chagrin, because I really wish my own personal wardrobe was a hell of a lot more stylish than it actually is. But I suppose fashion sense can be learned. That gives me hope for my future. I just need my bank account to catch up with my fashion aspirations. Alright, and then one last outfit. Do they have a full body? Oh, they have this one. It's like a, like cooking in the kitchen kind of thing, but I don't see her wearing that. I do, however, see her wearing something like this. Or this. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's a dress. Okay. What's this? Oh, that's gotta be some of the Bridgerton type stuff. I've never seen that before. Okay, well, to keep in mind. I don't want her wearing a dress all the time, so let's go with this from the autumn kit and give her some gloves. That doesn't quite match. No, not quite. That's better. And a hat. Sorry to squash your throw, ma'am, but I think a hat is a good idea. Okay, let's get rid of the hat. We'll just let you wear your hair out. It is what it is. And we can give you some earrings too. How about some little gold hoops? How is it 2 hours already since I started streaming? Somebody care to explain that to me? I don't know how that happened. Okay, I know. I just dressed your daughter, so I don't have to worry about that. Seriously, OBS? Is that what we're doing right now? Is that what we are doing right now, OBS? OBS got a burr up its butt. But I think I'm back now. It does say reconnection successful. There we go. All right. OBS had to run off to the corner to find itself. All right, we are done with you. I think I'd like to stream for like another 30 minutes. Get to like the 2.5 hour mark. It's already going on 8 o'clock, and soon I will need to find myself some dinner. Before my body starts reading me the riot act. For now, I am good. Okay, nice. OBS seems to be happy again. Oh, and it even says I have an excellent connection. That's good. After we come out of this loading screen, I will save so that I do not lose my progress. And then I can play this household some more. We have Xavier starting on his botany career. He was able to get back into that field, his field of study. I'm thinking their daughter aged up to child not long ago. She has a whole 50, well, now it's probably 49 days. She has a whole 49 days before she ages up to teen. I think that's most of the long lifespan for child sim. And I have this save set on long lifespan so that I can rotate. I'm doing rotational gameplay. So this way I can rotate through the households and I don't miss too much of each life stage. I think I know I have at least 6 households that I'm playing in this save. It might be 8, but there was at least one that no, at least there were 2 that I ended up sending to other households because one was an ancestor reborn that I didn't intend to play their household. That's Camilla. She was reborn, but she was reborn into a different household. So I don't intend to play that household. I just wanted her back in my game. And the other one was a sim who I had added to the game in order to set up a small business. But when I did that, I realized what I really wanted for that lot was for the lot she was living on to be a nightclub. Or I really needed it for it to be a nightclub because I put down the lot specifically for the swinging singles club, if you know what I mean. And I had originally put this other sim down on that lot so that she could live there and she ran it as a small business. But you can't have club gatherings at a small business lot unless unless a member of the club is a member of the household that lives on that lot. So I was like, I am not playing her. She's just supposed to be a placeholder. And I moved her household into other households and put her, changed the lot to a nightclub lot instead of a residential lot. Okay, wait, let's see real quick before you go to bed. 'Cause once you go to bed and it starts speeding through, sometimes that's when lag happens. So I want to make sure to save before the lag gets incorporated into the game. That can corrupt saves sometimes, I learned. Alright, now she can go off to bed. Everybody's sleeping, and you all can open your gifts for Kwanzaa. And I still need to get you all the candle holder. You can do the candle lighting. Hard to believe it's already been 2 weeks since my partner went to go visit his sister. It feels like the time really flew. Probably feels that way to him, too. Good morning. You want to add a couple of gifts down here and get excited? She's up at 6:30 in the morning. Her parents are still sleeping, and you are hungry. So let's have you start the Feed Yourself challenge. And then we'll have you make your own food. You can make some pizza rolls. She wants to play hide and seek and release a sky lantern. Okay. Do you have to be in Tamarin to release a sky lantern? I don't know. I don't know that I've ever done that interaction, to be honest. You're gonna have to have her go outside so I can experiment. Because let's see, go outside and interact with the active sim. Choose to release Sky Lantern. Okay. I think it would be nice if the family took a vacation to Tamaran. Though I need to do more with that world. With a lot on that world. It's a beautiful world. But I don't do enough with it, I found. Alright, little lady, you can come and take yourself a shower while I see about your parents. Good morning, sir. How are you? Oh, she's in Guild of Gim. He has high metabolism. Get out. What is your soul's journey looking like? Whoa, okay. Xavier, you are able to be reborn. You have completed your soul's journey. I think that is awesome. I think this was the first save where I really started to push working on their soul's journey. How about let's work on your nerd brain aspiration? You need to finish reading 3 books. I had a book. Oh, you do have a bookcase. Here it is. Let's read Crisis Barn. And Sherry, how about you? You're just getting started good on your soul journey. We need to select a new aspiration key because we're not going to get an animal. We can, however, get you a creative aspiration. So you want to write 2 books and you want to write for 1 hour while inspired. There is a computer right here. Let's have you write. What genre book? Children's. So you can be enjoying your Kwanzaa. It's really winter break. Winterfest, Kwanzaa, and then winter break. Tigers don't take naps. This is a children's book. for the kids of Tomorrow. I think that's how you spell it. We could actually take a day trip to Tomorrow. We don't have to take a vacation. In the real world, that might not be possible. Well, with a private jet, almost anything is possible. Oh, Lord, y'all need to earn some money. Y'all need to earn some money. Your bills are over $3,000 a week. Mm, 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 mm. And while you're writing, what are you doing? You're playing. You're inspired. Playtime Captain. So you want to stomp playfully on a splash pad and achieve level 3 motor skill. We don't have any splash pads here. We do, however, have a computer. I'm gonna play Keyboard Commander. Let's start with James too. Practice typing. She's working on her motor skill. Mom is working on her writing skill. Who is this? Oh, wait. She's in the writing club. No, we're not gonna go to a meeting though, because it is page turners. Yeah, she's in page turners. Forgot about that. Let's talk about the freezing temperature. Xavier, why are you calling your wife when you're sitting right here in the same room with her? We're not even going to answer that because that makes no sense. She wants to look at the bright side and make something of excellent quality. Look at the bright side. Select Cherry and click look at the bright side. This can be done while in any negative mood. Okay, she's not in a negative mood. Right now she's inspired. How about you change your outfit? I love his clothes. Okay. Are you hungry? Yes, you are. Would you like to cook with your daughter? Oh, ooh, we forgot about this. Okay, let's empty this, and then we need to prepare some more ingredients. I know that you're enjoying talking to your loving wife, but I would really, really like you to clean up that pan mixer in the kitchen. Sir, are you ignoring me? Me? Let's reset you. Didn't mean to reset her. Don't do that, please. And you're no longer inspired, but apparently you're hungry, so you can go take care of that. Okay, let's prep some more ingredients. We're gonna prep some veggies. And let's cook messy lemon. As for you, since you're doing the Feed Yourself challenge, I think it would be an awesome idea if you came downstairs and cooked with your dad. Can you do that? Join cooking. Yes, ma'am. What do you mean? Oh, react to your smell. No, I don't want you to do that anyway. Please join the cooking. I could have split that up. Well, gee, he was done that fast? Okay. I'm so sorry. I thought he was going to take longer so you'd be able to cook with him. I'm going to make my own food 3 times all by myself, and I'm going to learn to feed myself. I should probably cook with someone older than me first to learn. Okay, so you have to do each of those 3 times. Cook with somebody and make your own food. Oh, thank you so much, sir. He's going to clean this up. Then I think it's time to open presents. Okay, we can put it like on the. We could put it on one of the kitchen counters, but I would rather not. Let's put it here. And it's with this candle out there. With these candles. Because I don't want to get rid of them. I like how they look in here. Oh, goodness, y'all need money. Okay, okay. Well, Xavier should get money today because it's a holiday from working school, but he should still get paid. There's a Kinara, and there is another Kinara somewhere in the save, but I don't know where. And I want you to change your outfit. Let's put on one of these nice cold weather outfits I just made for you. That one. And I would like you all to light the candles. So I can light the candles, then you can open presents, and then should we go to Tomarang? The issue with Tomarang is there isn't much to do there. So I wonder if I put my community center down in this save. I'm not sure. I'll have to check. Maybe a little trip to Tomarang is part of their Christmas gift to her. That she's the one that has the child of the village characteristic. Okay, let's open presents now. You all did well to wait an entire day before you opened them. Oh, I'm overdue for a stretch break. I'm just about done with stream though. So I won't take a stretch break just yet. I've only got like 10 minutes left. Okay, just had to move my mic. I needed to change the position that my computer was in. I needed to move my mic to compensate for that. All right. Oh, let me check. Make sure the wind isn't. Okay, the wind isn't really making a significant noise in the mic. Xavier got a fossilized egg. Emily got the laser show. Okay. And Cherry has not opened. Oh, yes, she has. What did she get? Cherry, what did you get? Oh, a sigil. Interesting. Okay. All right, baby girl, let's take a trip to Tomarang. And it won't be a vacation. We're going to suspend reality for a minute. I mean, these Sims came from a line of spellcasters. It shouldn't be difficult at all to suspend reality. We're going to suspend reality, and we're going to take a day trip from San Myshuno to Tomarang. And I want to see if I put down the Tomarang, the community center that I made for Tomarang. Let me see. I did not, so I will be putting it down. I guess I haven't played in Tomarang. Like I said, there's not much to do in it. Like there's a nightclub, and everything else is um residences or residential rentals. And there are 3 empty lots, which I think is great. For usually we don't. For us to get that many empty lots, I think it would have to be a larger world. Well, no, usually 3 empty lots is like what they include, what the Sims team includes when they create a new world. I just feel like I have not taken advantage of this world as much as I could. It's a gorgeous world. And yeah, they didn't put down a lot of community type lots, but I can put down community lots. And I can even bulldoze, like if I don't want to play with residential rental lots and I want to use those lots for something else, I can do that. I've just not done it. All right, let's go into build mode real quick and find this community center. I built it not long after um that what was it? That extension had from Game Pack. I don't even remember. It was For Rent. So I built it not long after For Rent came out. So I've had the lot for a while and I have not used it very often. But it's one of those lots that I remember really having a lot of fun building. Let me see. Did I make it a community space? No, I didn't make it a community space. Art center? No. Wasn't that? Did I make it generic? No. Was it a maker space? Because I remember there were art studios. No, it wasn't that. Excuse me. Recreation center. No. Darn it. did I put it on another lot maybe? Let's do all. Oh, I think I put it on a different lot. Mhm. I put it on a 40 by 30 lot. Darn it. Okay, we need to go to a different lot because this one is 2020. Um, oh, this one I made into a vacation lot. Okay, where is the lot that I put that down at? Is it across the street? Maybe? I want to find this recreation center and I'll give you guys a tour of it and then I'll end the stream. Um, this one? Mm, this. Oh, it's a 40 by 30 lot. Um, hmm. Handmade sales. Is that not? These aren't 40 by 30. Might have been this one. Let's travel to this one. And I'll see if this lot is the 40 by 30. And I can put that recreation center down. The safe has actually been doing well with loading screens not taking very long. Oh, I think this was it. I think this was it. Hang on. I purchased a yes, it is. Stop it. Um, creation center. Is that live? And I did not get a notification that the lot from the gallery is too big. So this has got to be where I built it. Hey, what the heck was that? Hello. Come again. That is not what I wanted to do. Install, yes it is. I don't know why I've been getting that error quite a bit actually. It says content isn't installed for builds where I know full well content is installed. Was it not a 40 by 30 lot? What's going on? Wow, that's not. That is totally weird. Not at all what I expected. Okay, my game is doing weird things. All right, well, I'm at end of stream anyway, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to exit it. And I'm not going to save because I saved after the important stuff, like the intro first. And I will have to do a tour of this lot for you all another time. Now it is time for me to get myself some dinner. So I want to thank you all for being here. Thank you so much, D'Angelo, for the raid. I really appreciate you coming by with your community. Thank you all who've been hanging out and all of the lurkers. This is definitely a alert friendly stream. I look a lot in other people's streams, so of course I would make my stream alert friendly. Let me, before I forget, because there's some people here who don't usually, this is their first time here seeing me. So I want to put my socials in the chat for you. Other places like you can follow me or find out about me. I have my personal website, wthelotus.net. The Lotus Land Discord, that is a great place to keep in touch in terms of when I post the VODs to my YouTube channel, as well as when I go live. So the VOD for this stream will be available here on Twitch for 2 weeks. After that, it will go live on YouTube. So feel free to replay any of the VODs here on Twitch. It would definitely help the channel and helps the engagement for the channel. And just as well on YouTube, you can catch any of the VODs that are no longer on Twitch over on YouTube, and that also helps the engagement for my YouTube channel. So feel free to check that out. I am active on Blue Sky. I love the Sims community over there. I'm following a couple of really, really great storytellers on Blue Sky, and that reminds me there's one who I need to check out because they would have posted their queue for today hours ago, and I didn't go and see it then. I wish you guys could see this gorgeous, gorgeous sunset I am looking at out my living room window. Oh my God. I need to take a picture of that. Um, Hang on 1 second. I will be right back. All right, I am back. I had to go and make a photo of that sunset because this time of day, the light changes really, really fast. And I did not want to risk missing that. I will post the photos up on the Discord, so there's another reason for you to join the Discord. So I'm active on Blue Sky. I told you about my YouTube channel. That's where the VODs go when they're no longer available on Twitch. And I also have a podcast. My podcast is called Girl, Listen to This, and it is geared towards Black women, uplifting Black women, inspiring Black women, encouraging Black women. And of course, anyone can listen to it, but it is geared towards Black women and our experiences and our magic in this world. Happy Juneteenth, everyone. Speaking of Black women, happy Juneteenth. And now let me find someone to raid. So in the meantime, I will put my raid message in the chat. Here at Lotus Land, it does not matter whether you are a viewer, a follower, or a subscriber, though I hope you will at least hit that follow button. I'd really appreciate it. Here, we're all one big happy family, and what that means is when we go into someone else's community, we all use the same raid message. I put that raid message in the chat, And I encourage you to copy it. Let me copy it as well so that I have it when we arrive wherever it is we happen to be going. So let's see who I follow, who is live, and I see somebody right here at the top of my list. Ooh, but they've been live for a long time, so I don't know how much longer they're going to be live. Let's see if we can find somebody else. Ah, Let's see here. Who's around? Who's around? Let me see a number of people. Ooh, I see someone playing Stardew. And I happen to love Stardew Valley, and they have not been live for an hour yet. Okay, let me see if they're accepting ratings. Okay, they are accepted rates. All right, we are going to raid Marcy Lascelles. They are doing a joint stream, a Stardew stream with it looks like three other women. They're calling it Black Joy in Stardew Juneteenth Weekend Cozy Conversation. Wait, she's got um let's see, talk shows and podcasts. Oh, it looks like she's not actually playing the game. I think she is. Is she playing the game? Well, and either she's playing the game or she's talking about this cozy game with three other Black female creators. So let's go and raid Marcelo Bell. Thanks again for being here. I will be streaming again on next Wednesday. You have a marvelous weekend, a marvelous rest of your time zone, and I'll see you next time. Bye.